I guess this deal is not going to represent any upgrades. I'm going to be in a Nissan Sentra.
Well, good afternoon. Not morning, afternoon. Day 67. Okay, right away, let's do the band of the day. This is a good one. It's Alice Cooper. And my favorite song is School's Out. No big surprise there, right? And my honorable mention song is No More Mr. Nice Guy. So yesterday I watched this channel. The name is James, and he posts guitar, I guess you could say instructional videos, and he's very good and he gets right to the point. But yesterday's video was No More Mr. Nice Guy. It seemed a little bit on the complicated side, but anyway. So let's get you up to speed what happened today. Okay, so I spent my last night at Gorgeous Stays, got shuttled to the Enterprise rent-a-car, and I got my rent-a-car about 9 o'clock this morning. And then I drove to my doctor's appointment, which is about 70 miles away, to the city of Newport, Tennessee. They were able to get me in this morning, and it went pretty good. They did x-rays. I didn't even have to ask for x-rays. And so what they did was the x-rays came back negative, which is good. I thought they probably would. And then I was explaining that I suffer from plantar fasciitis and where the other pain was, especially on the left foot. And so he did some tests and everything, and he thought it was like bursitis or whatever. He's like, well, I'm kind of reluctant to give you shots there, the cortisone shots, because once they wear off, it could be worse, or they can be on fire. And I totally understand that. And so I just cut to the chase. I said to him, well, I want those shots really bad, so if you could give them, I'd really appreciate it. And so what was funny is in his pocket, he had about 4 syringes already there. He goes, well, hold on, let me get some more syringes. So anyway, he shot me up both heels and then both on the sides of the foot, both feet. And then he mentioned something about an ankle or foot brace, and before he was going to give me the shots, he recommended I get those foot braces. So I thought about it on my way out, and I went to the receptionist. Hey, I would like to see about those ankle or foot braces. So they sent me back to the doctor's office, where the receptionist, she picks them out, and plus they're just going to charge into my insurance, and then I'll show you them later. I got one of them on my left. She put one on me, and I think it's going to work out. Even though they're considered ankle brace, they actually stabilize the foot. And plus, I've been known to turn my ankle on the trail, but I have not hurt it yet. So maybe these will help with the walking. So I think that's about it. I'll show you the braces later. And then right now, I'm going to turn the camera on, and I'm going to show you where I'm at right now. Okay, before I show you where I'm at, I want to explain something else. So I just thought of this. I asked the doctor, okay, I'll be upfront about this. I said, well, just play along with this. I said, any chance you could give me a shot in my knee with one of those needles? And he starts laughing, kind of. He's like, well, I've only did it once. I probably can't. And so I said, well, here, maybe this will change your mind. And he started laughing. And I really can't. I said, well, come on. And he's like, yeah, I really can't. And I said, okay. So that really happened. But I told him to play along with it. So he was really cool. He's a nice guy. So anyway, what else? There's one more thing I wanted to say about that. I guess that's about it. I'm just glad I got the shots, and you get the initial relief, but they take roughly a week for the full effect. So yeah, I told you I'm going to be off trail for a while, but I'll explain what's going on. All right, I'm going to go show you where I'm at. Oh, by the way, real quick, this is a Nissan Sentra, and technically it was one upgrade because I reserved a Nissan Versa or similar. So I believe the Sentra is a step up. So just one upgrade, no leather seats, no satellite radio, and no sunroof. So I can't remember. There was one more thing I had to say. It was, with those dollar bills that, the bribing. You know where I got that from is Beavis and Butthead. So what they did, and I didn't really watch that show that much, but I was laughing so hard. This was like well over 20 years ago. And so they're Xeroxing copies of dollar bills, so counterfeit. So they're cutting them up to make them look like dollar bills, and they're trying to forge them. And the lady says, "I can't take that. That's fake." And he's like, and then he does this thing. Whoops. He goes, "Here, maybe this will change your mind." "No, I can't take that." "Well, here, let's just forget the whole thing." So yeah, that's where that's from. Anyway, okay, enough foolishness. I'm going to show you where I'm at. So I am at the Bush's Baked Beans Visitor Center. Now, across the highway there is the factory. It's like a silo of their beans. There's the factory. And this is their visitor center. They have tours. I've never actually taken the tour. This is probably my 4th or 5th time here now. But I'll just take you inside and show you around a little bit. Guess where I am? Pigeon Forge. You guessed right. I'm on my balcony on the 6th floor. And someone's... Is that the semi revving it up? I don't know. That's the Kroger over there. So I'm at the Park Grove Inn, $75 a night. I've stayed here twice before. I didn't want to mess around trying a new hotel and taking a chance whether it was clean or not, or noisy. So I knew this would be a nice one. So I got that. So what I did, let's go inside here. After the doctor's appointment, which was in Newport, Tennessee, I drove to here basically. First thing I did, well, actually right after the doctor appointment, I went to Zaxby's. It's like a chain. You probably heard me in other videos. I got a nice salad. And then drove into town here, and the first thing I did was go to the movie Michael Jackson. It was really good. Really glad I went. Got my tub of popcorn. That was basically my supper. And actually I did go over to Panda and get a one-item meal. But the movie was good. I already did Michael Jackson as the band of the day, actually used to be artist of the day. So it got me thinking a while back when I'm doing these artists, can I do like the Jackson 5? Can I do Paul McCartney? I just did Paul Simon. Can I do Simon and Garfunkel? I mean, I can, but there's so many bands that I want to do before I get to, these overlaps. I wanted to do George Harrison too, because he's part of the Traveling Wilburys. But so anyway, I guess I'll have to think about it. In fact, I got 4 more days on my playlist that would lead me through day 71. Then I got to think of some more bands, and I wrote a bunch down so I wouldn't forget, because there's a couple that it's like, I was surprised I forgot about this band. I'll let you know down there. But I think I'm going to make an exception pretty early for the Jackson 5 since I saw that movie. Okay, what I wanted to do first, we'll
I'll explain my foot situation. This is the brace. It's called an ankle brace, but I twist my ankles on the trail. I haven't hurt them yet, but it wraps under the foot and it kind of goes across the straps. It's all Velcro. Even though it's got like shoelaces, you can't really see they're kind of tucked away. But when she put it on me, she didn't even mess with the laces. But you can adjust the pressure. And right now it feels pretty good, but the foot itself is extremely painful. I'm not going to lie. In fact, when I went to the movie, I only had 7,000 steps. I got out of the movie, and the foot is worse than ever. But I'm guessing it's because of the cortisone shots are doing a number right now. And hopefully, like I said, I got a week to rest somewhat, or non-hiking. And I'm going to see how it goes. I got a shot in each heel and a shot on each outer part of the foot where that pain was. And the heels, there's no pain from the shots. So I don't know. It's a little concerning. I mean, I had to go out and I get to 23,000 steps. And I was limping the whole time. It's crazy, but I'm done now. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to show you... it's not too light in here, but this is all folded up. This is the one I'll put on the right. The brace. Is there a brand name? How this says Form Fit. What does that say? I don't know if that's just OSSUR, the umlaut, and that's just a symbol there, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, here's these shoelaces, kind of. So I'm gonna put both on. She just put the one on the left, and I took it was in the box. She said you can take this too. So they don't feel too bulky. I think they'll work out. I think at least, if anything, it'll help the ankles. And she mentioned that it was kind of stabilize the foot too. So we'll see. And then since I'm going to be on the road for a week, I went and picked up some underwear. See, these got them at Marshall's. They're across from the doctor's office. Usually I get these, a 5-pack for like, I don't know, $11 at Ross. But see what I do when I go back and forth, I just toss away my underwear and socks. But since I bought some new ones, I just take my oldest one at home and just it's disposable clothes. Same with some shirts, because I can't put them in my backpack. It's too much weight. Then I got this 6-pack of Reebok socks. What does that say? $6, $1 a pair. So after I'm all done, like when I'm getting towards the end of the week that I'm off, I'll wash my clothes, and whatever's clean I'll send home, along with a few other items I got to send home to lighten the pack some more. And then this shampoo, conditioner, shaving cream, one more little travel size toothpaste. I got 4 razors. I only need one, so I'm going to send 3 of these home. I got one in my pack also, but if I get a chance to be clean shaven, I'm going to go for it. I was going to be the scraggly, let the gray beard grow out. And then I bought I guess, it's not really dry fit, but it's like a step above a regular t-shirt. This is from Walmart. I think this was $7. I like the color. So this, I'm still going to wash my clothes, but I don't want to wash them every third day. So, and then I might buy another shirt at the place I'm going to. I'll explain that right now. Then I cut this off because this is going to be another 20-minute video the way it's going. And I said I was going to do short vlogs. Well, today it was not short. I'll explain tomorrow and more in depth, but I think I'm going to spend one more night here because the place I want to go is called Damascus, Virginia. And it's only a 2.5-hour drive from here. So I didn't really do any sightseeing here because I went to the movie and I had got my steps, checked in here, and now I'm done here. And so tomorrow I got all day to walk and do a couple sightseeing things and go to a couple restaurants, whatever. We'll see. And then it's Tuesday, and then there'll be all day Wednesday here. Wednesday night, I only booked this for one night, so maybe I'll go explore and see what I can get for another night somewhere. But yeah, these are nice beds. And Thursday morning. So trail days technically is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if I explained this earlier, but I'm going to head up there Thursday. try to get a early parking spot and spend Thursday night, Friday night, and leave Saturday. If I feel like staying Saturday night, I can. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so anyway, oh my God, this dragged on for 7 minutes. I just cannot get to the point here, I guess. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow.